Donald Trump has won the 2024 U.S. presidential election. He will return to the White House for a second term. This victory is historic. Trump is the first former president to achieve this feat in over 130 years. At 78, he will also be the oldest person ever elected president. World leaders have begun offering congratulations. However, the official election results are still pending confirmation. This confirmation process involves the Electoral College. He will be sworn in as the 47th President of the United States on January 20th, 2025. J.D. Vance will serve as his vice president. The transition period is already underway. Once inaugurated, Trump will immediately assume the responsibilities and duties of the presidency. The 2024 presidential campaign was one of the most contentious in recent history. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris crisscrossed the nation, rallying their supporters and trading barbs in heated debates. The stakes were high, with both candidates framing the election as a battle for the soul of America. Trump tapped into the anxieties of his base, promising to restore America's standing and revive the economy. His rallies were marked by fervent chants of USA, USA, and 4 more years. Harris presented a more optimistic vision, calling for unity, empathy, and democratic values. Her campaign focused on healthcare, climate change, and racial justice. Her rallies drew diverse crowds, energized by the prospect of a more inclusive America. Despite deep divisions, the 2024 election saw record voter turnout. The outcome reflects the complexities of the American electorate and the challenges facing the nation. On the eve of the election, tension gripped the nation. Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump held their final campaign rallies, each focusing on key messages to sway undecided voters. Harris, speaking to a crowd in Philadelphia, emphasized unity and pledged to seek common ground. She acknowledged the deep divisions within the country, but urged Americans to come together for the greater good. Trump, meanwhile, held a rally in Grand Rapids, Michigan, a state crucial to his victory in 2016. He hammered home his familiar campaign promises, vowing to drain the swamp in Washington, bring back manufacturing jobs, and stand up for the forgotten men and women of America. In a symbolic start to Election Day, the first votes cast in Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, resulted in a tie between the two candidates. This tiny township, with a tradition of voting at midnight, offered a glimpse into the tight race that lay ahead. As the nation awaited the election results, both campaigns made their final appeals to voters, hoping to secure victory in this pivotal election. The outcome remained uncertain, with pollsters and pundits hesitant to make predictions. The stage was set for a long and anxiety-filled night. Throughout his campaign, Donald Trump repeatedly made unsubstantiated claims about potential voter fraud. He alleged widespread irregularities, including non-citizen voting and issues with mail-in ballots. His aim was to cast doubt on the election process itself. These claims have raised concerns among election officials and experts. They are dedicated to ensuring a fair and accurate election. The spread of false information, particularly on social media, poses a significant challenge. Trump made specific allegations of fraud in Pennsylvania, but did not provide evidence. Safeguards are in place to protect the integrity of the voting process. Election officials have repeatedly stated there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud. Despite these assurances, Trump's rhetoric has sown seeds of doubt in many Americans. Section 5. Transition of power from Biden to Trump. With Donald Trump's victory, the process of transitioning power from the Biden administration will soon be underway. This complex undertaking involves numerous steps to ensure a smooth and orderly transfer of responsibilities. This transition is crucial for maintaining stability and continuity within the government. One crucial aspect is the confirmation of Electoral College votes. This process formally determines the winner of the presidential election. Additionally, key positions within the new administration need to be filled. These positions include cabinet secretaries, agency heads, and ambassadors. Trump will also need to establish his policy priorities for his second term. The outgoing Biden administration is expected to cooperate fully with the incoming Trump team. This cooperation is essential for a seamless transition. Both administrations have a responsibility to prioritize the national interest and ensure a peaceful transfer of power. The transition period also provides an opportunity for reflection and planning. The Biden administration can use this time to document its accomplishments and provide recommendations to the incoming Trump team. Meanwhile, the Trump administration can begin to assemble its team and develop its policy agenda. Section 6. The issues that define the election. The 2024 presidential election was shaped by a range of critical issues. These issues deeply resonated with American voters. They became central themes in campaign speeches, debates, and media coverage. Ultimately, these issues influenced public opinion and swayed the outcome of the election. One prominent issue was the economy. Voters expressed concerns about inflation, job security, and the overall financial health of the nation. The COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on the economy, leading to job losses and business closures. Both candidates offered plans to address these economic challenges. Healthcare remained a top priority for many. Access to affordable coverage and the future of the Affordable Care Act were major concerns. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of healthcare access and affordability. Social issues also played a significant role in the election. These issues included abortion rights, gun control, and climate change. Voters' stances on these issues varied widely. These varying stances reflect the deep divisions within American society. Candidates staked out their positions on these issues, hoping to mobilize their base and attract undecided voters. Section 7. The role of misinformation and social media. Misinformation and the influence of social media played a significant role in the 2024 election. False or misleading information spread rapidly online, often amplified by algorithms and targeted advertising. This created an environment where it was difficult for voters to discern fact from fiction. This difficulty potentially influenced their perceptions of the candidates and the issues. Social media platforms became breeding grounds for conspiracy theories, unsubstantiated claims, and partisan attacks. The spread of misinformation eroded trust in traditional media and institutions. This erosion further polarized the electorate. Efforts to combat misinformation and promote media literacy were undertaken by various organizations. However, the sheer volume and reach of false information posed a formidable challenge. The proliferation of misinformation highlights the need for greater media literacy among voters. It also underscores the responsibility of social media companies to combat the spread of false and misleading information on their platforms. Section 8. Battleground states where the election was won and lost. As in previous elections, the outcome of the 2024 presidential race hinged on a handful of closely contested battleground states. These states, with their mix of urban and rural populations and diverse demographics, became focal points for both campaigns. Candidates poured resources into these battlegrounds. They tailored their messages to appeal to local concerns. They also mobilized their base of support in these crucial states. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Arizona emerged as key battlegrounds. Each candidate fiercely vied for victory in these pivotal states. The results in these battleground states ultimately determined the winner of the election. This outcome highlights the importance of understanding the unique political landscape and voter demographics of these regions. It also underscores the significance of candidate strategy and voter turnout in these pivotal states. Section 9. The global stage reactions to Trump's victory. Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 U.S. presidential election has sent ripples across the globe. World leaders, diplomats, and international organizations are closely watching and reacting to the news, analyzing its potential impact on global affairs. Some world leaders have expressed congratulations and a willingness to work with the new administration. Others have expressed caution and concern, particularly given Trump's previous foreign policy positions. The international community is closely observing how Trump's second term might differ from his first in terms of foreign policy. Key areas of interest include trade, climate change, and global security. Trump's previous withdrawal from the Paris Agreement and his imposition of tariffs have raised concerns about his commitment to international cooperation. The world is watching to see how these issues will be addressed during his second term. Section 10. Looking ahead, the challenges and opportunities of Trump's second term. As Donald Trump prepares for his second term in office, he faces a number of challenges and opportunities. The nation remains deeply divided. Addressing these divisions will be crucial for his administration. One immediate challenge is uniting a polarized Congress. He will need to find common ground on key legislative priorities. The economy, healthcare, and immigration are likely to be at the forefront of the political agenda. Internationally, Trump will need to navigate complex relationships with both allies and adversaries. Trade, climate change, and global security will be among the pressing issues facing his administration. Despite these challenges, Trump also has opportunities to make his mark on history. He can use his second term to advance his policy agenda and address the issues that matter most to Americans. He can also work to heal the divisions within the country and restore faith in American leadership abroad. Only time will tell how Trump will navigate the challenges and opportunities of his second term.